on, baby.
Go on, go on.
Rose, I thought we decided that pig was going to stay in the pen out back.
Oh, he didn't like it there. It was too confining. Oh, baby's a free spirit, a wanderer, a rebel. You know, in a lot of ways, he reminds me of Jimmy Dean.
Rose, you all right?
I just feel a little faint. I think getting together with my old friends is starting to get to me.
Rose, you don't know anybody here.
So the snubbing isn't race-oriented?
Oh, God, you know I really hate reunions. I mean, everybody is so plastic.
You know what you said about not trusting people made all the sense in the world. I should go tell Joey the same thing.
Honey, it may not be the same thing. Joey didn't lie to you. He told you the truth.
I guess.
Sounds to me like you two just had a little misunderstanding. Not 5 years of deliberate betrayal of trust.
Darth, you know what this means?
White wine with dinner?
Do I look like I'm laughing? Here, read this note.
If Kevin Kelly doesn't play in Saturday's game, Dorothy Z sleeps with the fishes.
Dorothy, please, give the kid a D.
Oh, come on, Ma. It's just a prank.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't think you Richie nurse thing. I never thought I'd see you again.
Well, Sophia, I'm going to have to keep my word. As soon as you can walk, I'll have to leave.
Yeah, I know, as soon as I can walk.
But I don't think that's going to be for a long...
Ma, Phil is not gay.
You mean you're gay? What, your friend Gina's having some sort of membership drive?
Ma.
Dorothy, I know you don't get many dates, but stick with what you know. At your age, it's very hard to break into something new.
Fault.
Well, what did I do?
Well, you made us fire Marguerite, that's what. Now she's put a curse on us.
Come on now. You're just upset. You're talking nonsense.
Well, it makes perfect sense to me.
I rest my case.
Come on, Dorothy, you have to admit terrible things have been happening since we fired Marguerite. Our plum rang in the middle of his face.
Well, I like this nose. I think I'm going to get it.
What are you getting?
I'm picking out the kind of face I want to show the plastic surgeon tomorrow. See, I want to get Linda Evans's eyes, and Lena Horne's cheekbones, and Cheryl Teague's nose, and Carol Burnett's chin.
I think you can get that chin through a catalog.
Way down at the bottom in itty-bitty type.
Our ad in yesterday's paper should have read, Sitwell cortisone salve prevents hemorrhoids, not presents them.
Below that.
Oh, nobody's ever going to even see it.
Everybody's going to still think I'm 68.
And dead.
Why does she... Okay, I'm going to have to ask you a few questions. Well, Lord, I can't ask you this. I can't even ask my own wife this. I'd like to.
Dean Tucker, what happened to me was really quite simple. I'm not doing very well in Professor Cooper's class.
Now, I think I have an idea. Okay? They have 6 delivery trucks. By sheer coincidence, I know 2 of the drivers. I'm not worried about them. They won't show my picture if I don't show theirs. Now, as I see it, of the 4 remaining drivers, I'm not talking about anything special. The subject of aliens never came up. Well, I can give you something to talk about. My date tonight, which turned out to be the most humiliating evening I've ever spent in my entire life. So, what are we talking? More handsome than I've ever seen him. Oh, black motorcycle boots, skin-tight Levi's, a match in his mouth, and a white T-shirt with the sleeves rolled up to reveal his brand new Woody the Woodpecker tattoo.
Contact with the outside world for at least a year.
He dumped you.
Yes.
Dorothy, I'm sorry.
Why is it whenever I think I've met Mr. Right, I'm wrong?
Because, Dorothy, you're not the most perceptive woman in the world. Well, what's everybody doing up? I thought you all still be sleeping.
You know, Dorothy, the 2 of us could get into that bottom bunk and have some fun again. What do you say? For old time's sake?
I don't know. Oh, okay, but let's do it right. Let's say you run down and buy some good wine and...
was going up to Palm Beach to be in the cotillion.
Oh, that's wonderful, and I'll be back in dancing shape by then.
Well, you don't understand. We've changed our act. We're no longer the Tip-Tap Trio.
Huh? Who are we now?
Well, we're now known as...
So, when I say action, you pick up the pizza, taste it, and say, that's a mighty tasty pizza. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, just one thing. Do I look at my mother or at the camera?
Look at the camera, and here's a little tip.
But look, all I have is 220.
Great. We can get appetizers. Okay, let's jam.
That's my boy.
That's my dad.
That's my money.
Dorothy, you gave him money again. Oh. Blanche. Dorothy. Go, Dorothy, go.
You got one of these right. No, Rose, the Abbott. He told me I had to choose between the church and your mother. I chose God. I think I have his forgiveness. But now, more than anything, I'd like your forgiveness.
I don't know.
This up before Rebecca goes into labor.
Then there was the day of the wheat when everybody came to town dressed as sandwiches. Charlie and I forgot to put cheese between us, and before I knew it, there was Kirsten.
Dorothy, isn't there anything I can say that'll make you change your mind and come with me?
I'm afraid not.
Look at the brochure again.
Honestly, Raymond, if I went to the Bahamas with you, I would spend the entire...
It's okay, look. You can hardly see it anymore.
Oh, let me introduce my friends. This is Rose and Blanche.
Oh, what a charming old world couple. Welcome to Miami.
Ma questo mi sembra una donna di strada.
Well, that won't be necessary. My goodness, we're 10,000 feet up. Besides, I know how you have your heart set on it.
Blanche, you're adorable.
I know.
You know, I've dated a lot of women, and every single one of them has been impressed by the caviar and...
The manager just told me they're turning the airwaves over to the National Weather Service. This studio has been designated an official hurricane shelter.
Oh, well, fine. But before I go, I would like to make one final plea. Now, I know there is goodness in your heart, and I know you want to give. Well, I am ready to take anything you have to offer.
Please, just do it. Please. Please. Pretty please.
Oh, all right. Don't beg. You sound just like your Uncle Carmine after he'd been away on a goat drive.
So you're not going to tell us what happened?
Nope. Well, Sophia, that's your choice, but I think you're making a mistake.
Everybody, ladies, you're certainly looking... Never mind.
Where's your date, Blanche?
Oh, he'll be along, never fear. In plenty of time to see me win the Best Friend of the Friends of Good Health Award.
Blanche, you must still be running a fever. You're hallucinating. I am going to...
Get a hold of yourself.
What I need is for things to be like they were this morning before any of this ever happened. You know, as far as I'm concerned, George Devereaux was better off dead.
This is all because you're going through the change?
God, I hate that expression.
What is the big deal, Blanche? It's nothing. Look at it this way. You don't get cramps once a month. You don't go on eating binges once a month. You don't get crazy once a month.
You just grow a beard. Matching outfits?
Mother.
I'm sorry, honey, but it's just that, well, suddenly, it's like you're a whole new person. It's gonna take a little getting used to.
I understand.
I actually enjoyed the story about your imaginary childhood friend, David, who lived in the oven. I had an imaginary friend, but he'd never tell me his name. It was during spring planting. Rose, do you mind? Gloria's only staying for a week. I'd like to talk to her before she leaves.
Devotion, honey.
Like what, Blanche? The PLO?
Do you know what I hate doing most after a party?
Trying to find your underwear in the big pile?
Sophia, you know people in their 70s and 80s can have great sex.
Yeah, with people in their 70s and 80s. Put me in a bedroom with Tom Cruise, and you'd be peeling me off the ceiling.
Well, according to Big Daddy, he still has both his kids.
Aren't they the greatest?
Yes. Looks like I've been a good influence on them.
Excuse me, ladies. I need to inspect your bag.
I thought you... Oh, by the way, I forgot. This came for you. A postcard from Bernice.
I don't want it.
Well, Sophia, I thought you missed her.
I do. But if I read that, I'll only miss her more.
Ma, I know you're lonely for Bernice, but it's been over a month now.
It's not just Bernice. The whole gang is gone. Gladys went to live with her daughter. Edie got married.
Black Rose, I need you. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Enough 34. Really, Rose, speaking from the heart and not from the makeup. You're the best. That's why I work you like a dog, out of respect.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to kill you. So,
Gorgeous.
I'll ask him. Vincenzo, quanto costa?
Costa? Oh, gratis, gratis. A me mi piace di lavorare, poi mi allontano dal centro, capisci? A me mi piace di stare in compagnia delle belle ragazzine, capisci?
He says he'll do it for nothing. He likes getting away from the center.
Add my name to it.
Well, no, not this time, but next time.
What makes you think there'll be a next time?
Well, Dorothy, I did rewrite your article, but, well, they asked for a lot of changes in just a few short hours, so I submitted your pages and, well, I was just too embarrassed to tell.
I think Big Daddy would want you... I want you to have this.
Blanche, I don't know what to say. This isn't the right music box.
That's the only music box there is.
The music box I gave your father.
Try soap and water.
I have to call Miles. He must be out of his mind with worry.
Rose?
Oh, darling, we heard.
Rose, it's awful. Look, we don't have much time.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this, Miles.
Can we get this guy out of here? I don't want to be killed again.
They sit like that all day, every day. He's even started referring to my husband as that dumb Bajagaloop.
How'd you know that she was my mother?
Just a guess. From the way you were watching. And after what happened yesterday, I thought you might show up.
He told you about the...
Fake. I'm not a fake. Mrs. Nyland, ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be on TV. Do you know what that's like for a Hispanic kid? Who were my role models? Zorro and Ricky Ricardo. A gay caballero and a man who couldn't recognize his own wife in a fake mustache.
Let's go.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Please come in. You must be from the catering company.
Actually, I'm from Atlanta. I'm Margaret Spencer.
Whoa!
What a coincidence. Blanche's father is marrying a Margaret Spencer from Atlanta.
So nice to see you again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Now, you two can get reacquainted on the way. These are your tickets for the concert in the park. It starts in 15 minutes, so you better hurry up now. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Good night. I was never any good at blind dating. I always felt so awkward.
Oh, Dorothy, I have a surefire.
Oh, thank you. Sophia! You're welcome. Rose.
Any wonder we get nursing home brochures by the truckload?
15 years.
How long did you wait after George died?
Till the paramedics came.
As the Reverend was performing the funeral service,
He said, her hair will fall out. Her heart will stop. Her eyes will burn like 1,000 red-hot suns.
Mom, why do you keep playing this game if you hate her so much?
To relax.
Welcome everybody. Merry Christmas.
I just never thought there'd be children.
I know. And what is Santa Claus doing here?
Oh, they paid these poor out-of-work guys $10, $15 to stand on street corners ringing their bells for charitable contributions.
You always find something wrong with mine, so yours looks better.
I didn't say anything. But let's face it, those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it. Look at the ducky wrapping paper. And the little stick-on bow. Did you
Insist. You have this irrational need to get Roger to like you. Now, why are you doing this?
I guess it all started when I was a little kid at the orphanage. You see, only the happy, nice kids got adopted. And that's when I started trying to be happy and nice all the time. Because the truth is, if you treat somebody really nicely, they'll care about each other. We can lick any problem, big or small.
What's going on? Oh, Rose has decided to keep on seeing Jonathan.
Fine. We're all adults here. Let the man out of the pillowcase. We don't mind if he sleeps over.
Look, couldn't this surgery wait until he gets back?
Well, if he gets a hostile jury, you may have to wait 3 to 5 years. You'd be surprised how peeved people get nowadays over any little mix-up.
Mix-up?
I didn't say mix-up. And there's no one here to prove that I did.
I'm gonna put him to bed. Ma, the babas.
Why do you hate your sister? That's what I want to know.
Because when she was born, I ceased to exist. I never saw my mom and daddy again.
Where did they go?
They never looked at me again, Rose. She was the adorable one, the gorgeous one. Nothing else we can do.
Blanche, it'll be easy. The children are dropped off in the morning and they're picked up by 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Now, here's something here. How about sponging?
What's that?
Says here, spongers help cool off the walkers by sponging and rubbing down their hot bodies as they pump their way through greater Miami.
Doesn't make much sense, does it, Blanche? I mean, get them all.
When we get to that point, I'll let you know.
Can you believe it? I'm beginning to think Blanche is hung up on her looks.
Boy, you don't need lightning to strike you.
No thanks. Not again. Once was enough.
What in hell is going on here?
This is Baby, 5 times Blue Ribbon winner at the Minnesota State Fair. This sweet little thing was your uncle's pride and joy.
Oh, my God, that's the cutest baby I've ever seen.
Ma, it's a pig!
Going through. You know, like when Clay was in high school, all he ever wanted to do was go see gladiator movies. It's the same kind of thing.
Almost exactly. Rose, honey, congratulations! I hear you've been nominated again for the Volunteer of the Year award.
Yup. Now, I think I have an idea. Okay? They have 6 delivery trucks. By sheer coincidence, I know 2 of the drivers. I'm not worried about them. They won't show my picture if I don't show theirs. Now, as I see it, of the 4 remaining drivers...
Baseball was meant to be seen from the bleachers in small, intimate parks with real grass. If there's anything I hate, it is artificial turf.
That never stopped you from wearing it on your head.
Sophie, I'm having too much fun to be bothered by your insults. Are you comfy, babe?
Yeah. You know, this must be my lucky day.
In person.
What do you mean?
That wasn't his sister, that was his wife.
He was married.
I
I can't to be here.
Well, looks like we're all here.
Oh, there's my date now. Why, he must be lost. I'll just go get him and bring him over.
Tell me, where are you from, Raoul?
It's a...
Ben. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am free tonight. Well, I would just love to meet for drinks. 7 is perfect. Bye.
Blanche, don't tell me that you were talking to Tom Gallagher.
Now, what if I was?
But you have plans with John tonight.
But in general, it refers to the kind of person you don't want to share your hootencoggles with.
Rose, if you say one more of those stupid words,
so blow it out your tube and burbles!
Miracle worker, I'm an idiot.
Dorothy, you have to stop beating yourself over the head with this.
Right, pussycat. You're not the one who made him drop out, or the one who made him a recluse. You're not the one who made him decide to live his life behind closed doors. You're just the one.
Very nice.
And you know what else was nice about that day? That was my first kiss.
Mine too.
Go get him, Dorothy. Whip their butts.
And I am sorry about embarrassing you and your friends. But that doesn't change the fact that I slept with Michael.
Oh, honey, I so wanted your first time to be special.
It was, Mom. 4 years...
Good evening, Father. My, this must be an important cause. Don't you usually make the nuns ask for money?
In your own words, Mrs. Petrillo, the words of a beautiful, dignified person who's got a wild bod for a chick her age. What kind of person is your daughter?
She put me in a home.
Anyway, we were just a few miles out of town.
You know, I am a little tired. I think I will lie down. I'm tired myself.
Me too.
I'm exhausted.
Fine, but I'm warning you all right now. I'm telling the rest of that story as soon as you get up.
Dirty talk?
Well, not filth, for God's sake.
Dirty talk?
Morning, Sophia.
Morning, Mom.
Sophia.
Morning.
Dirty talk?
Later. There's a man in your bed.
Sophia, there's not.
Talk at the time when there was the San Gennaro Festival every year. And your father, may he rest in peace until I get there, got so turned on by the festivities one year, he couldn't wait till we got home. So he took me right there behind the sausage and pepper stand. Well, there's some sauce left. If you really liked it, you take a hunk of that bread and slop it all up. You can afford it.
Oh, no, I can't. I've put on a few pounds. You just haven't noticed.
What, am I blind? I can see that. I meant the bread. You can afford the bread. It's only 89 cents a loaf. Angela, what?
Oh, yeah, we had a wonderful visit. Excuse me, sir, but do you mind if I take a souvenir?
Go ahead. You got a lot of sweet memories here. I had a Grammy once myself. Okay, boys, let's go celebrate my birthday.
Blanche, you need a minute to say goodbye?
Why?
Well, then the hell with you and your oversexed boyfriend, Dorothy Zbornak. I'm just glad that little Mei Ling's coming out party was ruined.
Who?
And I'm glad that Elliot is bonging every woman at your country club. Bye.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry.
Forget it. Girls, I have something very important to tell you.
What is it?
Look, he put
Oh, Blanche, that is the biggest diamond I've ever seen.
I know.
This to anybody, it's the kind of thing that most people probably wouldn't understand.
Oh, don't worry, Dorothy. Rose Nyland can keep a secret. Do you know what the name Nyland means in Norwegian?
No.
Well, I'm not telling you.
That's right, Stanley. And please, let me know where you and Bubba register for your china.
Has always been a man there to catch it.
Oh. Blanche, you're being ridiculous. You are as attractive and desirable as you always were. But a lot of men can be frightened by that. They don't know if they can handle that much woman. So every once in a while, this will happen. Now, Blanche, it takes us...
He brought shame to the house of Hassenpfeffer Stuhledunker. Anyway... You're all wondering where this story is going, so I'll skip the part where he ran up the stairs, and down the stairs, and up the stairs, and down the stairs.
Sophia, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing.
Sophia, she took him by the throat. She said if he ever tried that again, she would shoot him through the head.
Just because he made a pass at you?
Oh, did I forget to mention that the man was my sister's husband? I'm going to bed.
Ma, you can't.
Yes, she can.
Next, Sue, take care.
Bye-bye.
Rose, how did you get Bob home?
Well, I called his office. Dorothy, I have to talk to you for a minute.
Not now, Ma.
What did he say?
Well, I didn't talk directly to Bob Hope. Alfonso has a new trick. Give him your keys.
Yeah, who did you talk to? What, his agent?
No, this is one of those mental tricks.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just overly critical. That sometimes happens when you're stunningly beautiful.
Not to mention endlessly irritating.
Blanche, Jake's here. Make yourself at home and don't touch anything.
Hi, everybody.
You are filthy!
I'm sorry, honey. I stopped to help a lady who was...
Well, you're not going to believe this. I've just been talking on the phone for a half hour, and guess what?
You forgot to dial first?
Sophia!
Hello there!
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You traveled 5,000 miles from Sicily for nothing? I know what it is. The Balducci Petrillo vendetta is still on. Dorothy, go out and buy a dozen mattresses, 30 pounds of pasta, and some aluminum foil for the windows.
There is no vendetta. There's not even a Balducci. Are you telling me Rebecca and Jeremy are planning to get married?
Yeah, I overheard them talking.
Maybe you misunderstood.
Please, me misunderstand? My bladder may be weak, my eyesight may be failing, my bones may be brittle. I see your point. Maybe you better double check.
Sophia, did your friend die? Rose, he hasn't come here yet.
Oh, well, you certainly look black.
Wait, Rose, did you get me a partner for the bowling tournament?
Sure did. You're all signed up. It's him.
Want me to get it?
Decide I'm going to give him a taste of his own medicine.
Do I look like Maury Heseltine?
A little around the eyebrows. But that's not the point. I've got to make sure I have the perfect gag before I spring it on him. Oh, I'm sorry, pussycat. No hard feelings?
Oh, okay, Ma, no hard feelings. To him, that feeling was the feeling of living in America. In America, you always felt like you were among friends.
Mario, that's just beautiful.
You should hear it when I read it. Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, Mario. How about a nice snack?
Sure, I'm starving.
Dorothy stepped out for a breath of air.
Why is she banging on the door?
Looks like that button's coming off. Yep, I was right. We better go sit.
Bartender, give me another.
Just in there.
So was I. I went to put back your laundry. And I see there's a man on the bed, so I introduced myself. But he doesn't answer. He's dead.
He's shy. He's very shy.
Didn't sound so shy last night.
Okay, fine. Let a dead guy lie there. It's going to be 98 degrees today. It won't be pretty.
No.
Must you do that?
She can't help it, Blanche. She has to blow her nose. Or is that a banana?
Oh, put this man's picture on a can of stew.
Blanche, I want to thank you for showing me the light. How can I ever repay you?
Hawaii, Big Island.
Mother, you are just going to have to live with your prejudices. I don't care what your objections are. I've made up my mind, and I'm going to be with the woman I love.
Oh, Jerry!
I'm going back to Christina.
Hey, who says you're not a hero? Welcome home.
It is home, isn't it? Last night, I wasn't quite here yet. This morning was real. When I handed you that rose, I realized I was standing at a stranger's door. Because the truth is...
Well, Dorothy, I thought you'd never come home. I have to talk to you.
There's something wrong. Is it Ma?
Oh, no, she's fine. It's just that you're out so late on a school night.
What?
I mean, how was your date with Elliot?
Wonderful, as usual.
Dorothy,
This is terrible. I wish it were over.
It will be soon.
I haven't been this scared since 1952, when St. Olaf's most active volcano threatened to erupt. Well, luckily, there were some Druid priests who were in town for the opening of Stonehenge Land.
The host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another of our special programs coming to you from Florida. You have just met our 3 contestants. They are all very eager to get underway. The categories are cows.
Makes it easier to breastfeed.
You had a chin. But then, of course, we also showed home movies on your forehead.
How are you feeling today, Sophia?
My ear hurts.
Ma, you were in a walkathon. Why should your ear hurt?
From talking on the phone last night to hundreds of well-wishers.
Because Blanche is going to sell the house and we can't live together?
No, I'm upset because Joe Piscopo didn't get the lead role in Rain Man. Oh, of course I'm upset about the house. Ma, it's 2 a.m. Where have you been?
I stuffed pillows under the sheets so I could fool you during bed check. What is that?
He settled down and found a job. He thinks he should be traveling over the country trying to find himself.
Maybe what Michael needs is a little exposure.
Exposure to what?
To plutonium, Rose.
To somebody more career-oriented, somebody like Bridget. Maybe if the two of them spent... Dorothy, how sweet. Oh, that just gives me a warm, tingly feeling all over. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go slip under the covers and enjoy it.
Okay, Dorothy, she's gone. You can tell me the truth. You were talking about me, weren't you? That's okay. It'll be all right.
Handling, not a kidney.
She is trying so hard to be brave.
She's very convincing.
Well, you have a wonderful night, Stan.
We just wanted to stop by and wish you luck in case we don't see you again. Before you leave. For the hospital. Not another world.
Confident. Men are attracted to a confident woman. Oh, God, I can never keep a straight face.
Sophia, this is serious. Tonight is supposed to be one of the most romantic nights of my life.
You think you've got problems? I have to kiss a fool to save Dorothy.
Come on now, Blanche. Are you telling me that you'd feel the same way about him if he didn't have a dime to his name?
Absolutely. I just have to see other men behind his back. Oh, come on.
What shocking news?
Blanche, Blanche is pregnant.
Holy cow.
Blanche, are you sure?
I just did a home pregnancy test. It's right here.
It looks like a perfume sample.
Put it behind your ears, Rose.
Go on, Rose. Anyway, without a job, Pigpen started feeling useless, so the town fathers thought they'd give him a new job, putting up the Welcome to St. Olaf sign out on Miller's Lane.
Rose, is there a point to this story?
Yes! That same year, on Founder's Day, the governor was coming.
A friend of mine from high school, Helen Colquist, she just moved to Miami. And we spent a little time together and decided we'd get together today. I even got out the old yearbook so we could go down memory lane.
Oh.
Last night she had a heart attack and died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been sitting here looking through the book and I can't believe it.
Louis, who is this person?
Look, miss, sit. I sat for you long enough. Dr. Budd, I came to you sick and scared, and you dismissed me. You didn't have the answer, and instead of saying, I'm sorry, I don't know what's...
Question. It has to do with honesty, friendship, love, hate, all the biggies.
So what should I do?
Please. Socrates sat under an olive tree in a sheet for years thinking about this kind of stuff. I'm a poor immigrant with a third-grade education. Give me 2 minutes.
Call all over the world free of charge, except for Albania and North Korea, of course. In your television remote, you can use it to raise the windows and flush the toilet. Well, I'm going to run over to the freeway, see if there are any cars in trouble.
This guy knocks me out. Chuck, do you think you could finish our dishwasher first?
I'm not, Chuck.
And I will have you know there is nothing sordid about my sex life. Nothing. Oh, great. Now I'm depressed.
You know what I hate about Sweeps Week? The news. It's sex, sex, sex. Why can't they do serious stories? Stories with political relevance.
Yeah.
Oh, Blanche, you look beautiful.
But do I look like a mother?
Are you kidding? From the side, you look like you're about to drop twins.
Blanche, relax, honey. You look lovely.
Well, it's just that I'm so nervous about seeing Becky after such a long time, you know. I want everything to be perfect.
It will be.
But
meanwhile, we really should get going.
Well, I'll call you next week, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
Bye, sweetheart.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, right.
I need to win, Dorothy, and let's face it, you are no Sonia Nielsen.
Rose, get professional help.
Well, I am devastated. Just devastated. Devastated.
Oh, knock it off. I always figured it was perfect for my Dorothy.
Oh, he sure is. He's smart, he's sophisticated.
I was talking blind.
I'll get it. Hello. Well, hello there. How have you?
The sword swallower.
And I think I have a grip on this.
I guess at our age, we do a lot of wishful thinking.
We did come close, though.
If the circus is ever in town, I'll leave the tent flap open for you.
These are letters he wrote me. They're personal. I wouldn't normally have another person read them, but they explain everything better than I ever could. I'm sorry, Blanche. I know this comes as a surprise.
Look, learn doesn't mean you can't teach.
Yes, it does.
Well, you know this stuff better than I do.
Oh, Dorothy, there you are. Dorothy, I'd like you to meet my friend Lillian. Lillian, this is my daughter, Dorothy, the director of executive training for Borealis. I think that beats your...
I wanted to be someone, babe. I wanted to be a contender.
Stanley, did you just rent On the Waterfront?
You know me so well.
No, I don't. What is this $2,500 deduction travel agent?
No, you don't understand. The last time we went to Acapulco, we got married.
So, the last time I went to Coney Island, I got pregnant. What's your point?
He made reservations at the same hotel. He's wearing my most expensive aftershave. Don't you see? He's gonna pop the question.
I think you're being ridiculous. You're just jumping to...
Blanche, I have looked all over the house. I cannot find your earrings. But I found the Julio Iglesias tickets. Boy, we had great seats. Blanche, I feel just awful about this.
Just forget about it, Rose. I never intended...
And the week before that. Now, when is this garage going to start looking like a guest room?
I don't know. I was talking about my new suit.
Ernie, this is a serious matter. We have a lot of family coming in a few weeks, and you promised us it would be finished.
Mrs. Devereaux, please. Do you want it fast or do you want it good?
Before you answer that, Blanche, the man's talking.
Yeah, his name is Kid Pepe. That's right. Yeah, he's supposed to have a fight next week. Yeah, thank you. I will.
Okay, kid. There are 3 things you have to remember the ring.
Come on, we're sorry. We're listening now. You have our complete attention.
All right. I went to see Dean Tucker today.
So, big talker. Did you get your mitts on any tickets yet?
As a matter of fact, I did. 3 tickets, rear orchestra.
3 tickets, third.
Then they went out and got a real neighborhood nymphomaniac to play. But Susan said, she said, well, Rose is somebody I like a lot. She's kind of a character that I really love. And Jay,
It was wonderful.
Oh, honey, this is terrific.
oh, I'm so happy, and I have you two to thank for it.
You two. Don't you think Arnie should get...
Oh, sure. What do you want it for?
I'm working on a magic act for the talent show at the center. Abracadabra, 1, 2, 3. Relax. Dorothy, was your card the ace of spades?
A hold of yourself.
What I need is for things to be like they were this morning before any of this ever happened. You know, as far as I'm concerned, George Devereaux was better off dead.
Bugs will make you hot? We got the big ones and millions of them.
No, but I think it'd make a great story. Old people living under terrible conditions. Come on, we'll stop at the station and see if we can get a camera crew.
For Ma's sake. Now, let's see. You're going with Howard.
Dr. Howard.
How about Doug?
Oh, Dorothy, not Doug. I couldn't possibly. He's on my A-list. I mean, come on, Dorothy. He's a judge. He's fun to be with, and I haven't paid a speeding ticket in 6 months.
Oh, I'm just so mad at myself. You and I were finally beginning to get close, and I had to go and do something stupid. I just feel so terrible. And the odd thing is, I wouldn't have thought to give Stan a second look if Ma hadn't insisted.
Gee, she could have at least said goodbye.
Oh, it's you. I thought maybe Sophia had come home.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Dorothy, I'm glad you're here. Sit down.
Oh, what is it, Ma?
As you know, my child, I'm getting on in years, and I've decided it's time for me to settle my estate.
What estate? Your loofah sponge and bus pass?
Don't forget the 4 gold teeth when your father worked...
No. These are my roommates, Blanche, Rose. Please, sit down.
Oh, thank you. Well, why don't you begin by telling us a little about yourself?
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm hardworking and honest, and I'll work for a reasonable wage.
That's it? All right, I won't go on.
Just so embarrassed to be seen in this old thing.
Don't worry, Blanche, the dress covers most of it.
Jerry, I'd like you to meet my roommate, Blanche Devereaux.
Caring, they need compassion. They need attending to. You know, someday, Dr. Bud, you're going to be on the other side of the table. And as angry as I am, and as angry as I always will be, I still wish you a better doctor than you were to me. None of us is. We won't be better by then.
Fine, can I have your date?
Of course, Ma. You can have my date, my dress, and my dessert at the dinner. Just leave me alone with my thermometer and the one nostril I can breathe out of.
Great news, girls! I found my folk medicine book. It has a cure for everything.
I hope it has a cure for cranky. There's a lot of that.
I'm sorry, Blanche. I've given you some really bad advice here. Look, Stanley, if you're here to beg me again to go to that reception, forget it.
Hey, Stanley's Bonac does not beg, okay? I'm a man. I have my self-respect.
Oh, yes, she is. I heard her on the phone.
Your mother's right, Dorothy.
You begged me to be your partner, and now you're dumping me?
You and I could never be Blanche and Olga Nielsen. That's why I had to team up with her sister Sonia. The other team are the X's, and you're all O's.
It's easy to remember. It's the number of points you scored this season.
Now, the tight end decoys, so it looks like we're running a draw play, and then he slips into a soft spot in the zone over the middle. The flanker fakes a screen, then...
What?
What? What did you mean?
Well, I think that we have to tell Rose what we did.
Oh, yes, I have been thinking the same thing. If they ever find out about those lies in her biography, she'll be the laughing stock of St. Olaf. Here they come. Girls, throw her into ladies petite and says, excuse me, miss, but I notice you've been having a hard time deciding between the turquoise strapless and the flaming red backless. Well, personally, I would like to see you in the backless. And I said, when? And he said, how about Saturday night? And I said, how about in your dreams, sleazo?
Your life and hers. I got dibs on Rose's room.
Sophia, you just don't understand.
Please, Rose, what I forgot you'll never know. Tell her, Dorothy, how bad off I was when I had my stroke.
You were really sick, Ma. You know, in the beginning, she couldn't walk, she couldn't talk, she couldn't even feed herself.
All I could do... I have a problem. All right, take a sip, I'll draw another line.
No, it's not that. My boss at the center made a pass at me.
Maybe you misunderstood. What exactly did he do?
He called me in his office and threw me down on the couch and kissed me.
That's a pass.
Sick, that's why we couldn't sit on the couch for 2 days?
No, I have to have dinner with her tonight. Why is that baby still here?
Oh, well, they're still at the hospital. It's taken a little longer than they thought.
Blanche, your sister seemed very nice.
She was nicer than she's ever been. She was interested, charming, caring, loving. Just couldn't have been more wonderful.
Before you begin, I want to tell you something. I'm no novice when it comes to major negotiations.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you a story. Picture it. Sicily, 1922. An attractive peasant girl who has saved her lira embarks on a glorious vacation to a Crimean...
You've been dating him and he dumped you, and now you're getting even by telling me.
No, that's
I've
not...
heard this before. I can't tell you how many times.
You have?
You think you're the first? Please. The first time Al slept with someone else was on our honeymoon.
No.
In Paris.
Yeah, I almost forgot. We need a globe and a Tatler and a Midnight Star and an Enquirer. And I guess maybe one serious news magazine so we know what's going on in the world. One, people.
Come on in the kitchen, I'll write you a check.
Girls, the rough cut of my documentary is done. I want you to see it. Where's Blanche?
where she's been for the past 2 days, locked in her room crying.
I can't believe she's still upset because her college classmates look better than she does.
I can. I tell you, her looks have always been very important to Blanche.
Blanche is...
All right, Dorothy, what are we going to do about this?
We are not going to do anything. Blanche, it has taken me a whole month to find this dress. You are simply going to have to take yours back.
Oh, Dorothy, be reasonable. This dress looks so much better on me than it does on you.
Hi, girls. Oh, I love you. I can find both the time and the interest. Right now, I have a date.
Look, Blanche, I'm only thinking of you.
But you know what I think? I think you just ought to mind your own damn business. I'm coming, sweetheart.
And unless we use them as placemats, your sister will never know.
Finally, someone she can talk to. I just hope it doesn't make a fuss when my sister's here.
I thought you hate this sister who's coming.
I do.
Morning when I leave the house, I see this bag lady going through the garbage over on 135th Street. She has everything she owns piled in one of those old shopping carts. Well, the other day, for the first time, I noticed she's about our age.
Well, again, you're a beautiful woman, Dorothy.
What do you want, Ma?
You're so suspicious. I'm hurt. This is why the compliments only come every 40 years.
I'm sorry, Ma.
Sorry enough to be in the Shady Pines mother-daughter beauty pageant?
Ma, you hate Shady Pines. Why do you want to go back?
2 words. Glad.
For your hot fudge cake. Free to all my birthday boys and girls. Only $1.98 to the rest of my little friends.
No, thank you. I've had enough.
Oh, I think we have a cranky birthday girl. You see, kids, when you get a little older, you can get a little cranky. And when you get to...
Fine, but if she doesn't, I don't want anybody asking any embarrassing questions.
I'm back. So, did you and Artie play Find the Cannoli? What?
Nothing, Rose.
Just sit. Oh, I can't say no to Lily. I have to go. Oh, well, I mean, I said no to her when she asked me to come live with her, but I can't say no when she asked me to come visit. And I know she's going to ask me to come live with her again, and I'm just going to say no. I think I'm such a wreck.
You know, you could just cancel your reservation and think it over one more day.
No, I think...
I was always told my dad died before I was born. And then I found my birth certificate, and there, listed as my father, was George Devereaux.
Well, maybe there was another George Devereaux in Miami.
And this was the address in my mom's old book.
Who also lived in this house.
Believe me.
I've never been so depressed in all my life.
Oh, Ma, it doesn't mean anything. 50 is just a number.
You don't understand, Dorothy. I always had plans, dreams, things I wanted to accomplish by the time I was 50.
What kind of dreams?
Well...
Hi, how was the audition?
Wonderful. I'm 99% sure I got the part.
Oh, Blanche, there were so many good people there.
Trust me, I got this part in the sack.
She means in the bag.
Well, I guess it's my shift.
It's okay, Dorothy. I think she's finally asleep.
Oh, thank God, I am exhausted. Haven't been this tired since my wedding night.
Do you remember me?
Stand tall, Yutz. Head looks like a monkey's behind.
She's gonna be all right.
How you feeling, Ma?
I'm fine. Let's go home.
Mrs. Petrillo, I'm Dr. Corley.
Pleased to meet you. Well, goodbye.
Mrs.
Hurry, hours, rain or shine. Who are you to judge me?
Now, let me get this right. Dinner at your place tonight. What kind of girl do you think I am, and how could you tell so fast?
I understand how hurt you must feel. All right, maybe I don't understand exactly.
I'm sorry, Dorothy, but our relationship seems to be one misunderstanding after another.
Misunderstanding?
I'm not leaving the priesthood. I'm leaving the church.
Someone that I don't love,
Sven, you've never even met Olga. How do you know you don't love her?
because I know I'm in love with someone else. I'm in love with Blanche.
With the missing link tonight?
Ma, I told you I am not seeing Stan anymore. I remember the tears that man caused me, the hatred I felt, and I don't need that grief again.
Good, because I worry about you. You're still my little girl, you know, no matter how big you get.
Oh, thanks, Ma.
Bond.
Okay, that works. I have to go, Rose.
Goodbye, my love.
What happened? Why am I standing? When can I get that 20?
Sophia, the most amazing thing is...
What do you say?
No.
Okay, make it 100, but no monthly report.
Goodbye, Stanley.
Well, why don't I just wait outside, give you a few minutes to think this over?
Fine. He's still here in the morning. Let's give him coffee, okay?
It's a nightmare. We've been visited by the yachts of Christmas past. Come on, get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Sophia. Goodbye, my girls.
Oh, I don't believe this. Hey, Dick Tracy.
What's your problem now?
I thought I asked you to move this equipment someplace else where it would not be in the way.
I said I'd try. I tried.
Yeah, would you also try to remember to put down the toilet seat after you use it?
Sorry, that was me. I can't believe it. I'm 50. I'm an old lady who hasn't accomplished a thing in her life.
You haven't accomplished a thing? You raised 3 kids during the Depression and always managed to have food on the table. You held down 2 jobs as far as...
So, if any of you toe tappers have more than 30% blockage, we implore you to leave the dance floor at this time. All right now, let's let the dance marathon begin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go. Okay, girls, let's go.
Good.
Blanche.
Dorothy, I just can't take my eyes off that man's body. I want to see more.
He is covered with oil, wearing a loincloth.
He was a gambler to his dying day. In fact, his last words were, $10 says I don't need this oxygen tank.
Why, Donald, I see by my... Oh, I better get the dessert.
Oh, she sure left in a hurry.
Hey, who told her to feed me cabbage?
Oh, no, listen to this. 9:30 confirmed surgery for the following day.
Surgery? On what?
That's all it says.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now, honey, don't panic. I mean, it may not be anything serious.
Of course it's serious. If it was minor, he would have told me about it. That's why he's been living for the day.
Ma, this is serious surgery.
Surgery is the easy part. The tough part is after. Who's going to take care of you?
I don't know, I haven't thought about that.
Well, think about it. You live alone and no one likes you.
Be nice, Ma.
You'll come here to recover.
Not that nice, Ma.
Fear, did your friend die?
Rose, he hasn't come here yet.
Oh, well, you certainly look black.
Wait, Rose, did you get me a partner for the bowling tournament?
Sure did. You're all signed up. It's him.
Want me to get it?
Insert bullets into your victim manually.
Okay, Ma, I'll try it again. But believe me, there is nothing in this world I hate more. I spoke too soon.
It's me, Stan. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's me.
Wait, save it, Ma. I am going to tell Uncle Angelo the truth.
It's only for a couple of hours more.
Ma, I can't do it. I mean, pretending we're married, acting as though nothing happened, it's making me crazy.
It's time to take my heart medicine.
You need a glass of water to take your pill?
No pills. I take a shot of scotch at 12 years old if you got it.
Goodbye.
Partner dancing, up close and personal. Rose, what I didn't tell you was, when I was 5, Mama enrolled me in a tap dancing class. For 6 months we practiced. 1 hour a day, 2 days a week. And I was good. I was cute and I was good. Real good.
George. Promise me one more thing.
What?
Promise me you'll never die.
No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat! How could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
I see things more clearly than the average person. My perceptions are keener. My eyes
Blanche. Sophia, we have all seen our husbands die. We know what that is. Except for her, she was getting a manicure.